Imagine you've been living in America for 25 years. You have a home, a job, your children go to school here, and one day you find out your citizenship has been revoked. Everything is gone. This isn't just a story, it's a reality happening to thousands of people. In today's video, we're going to talk about a case that will blow your mind. This video could change your life if you're living in America or planning to come here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to US Visa Inf. I'm your host, and today we're going to discuss a very serious and alarming topic. This topic is citizenship revocation, meaning the taking back of someone's American citizenship. Yes, folks, you heard that right. If you think that once you get citizenship, everything is secure, then you're absolutely wrong. The US government has the power to revoke your citizenship, no matter how many years you've been living in America. Today, we're going to analyze a real case where someone's citizenship was canceled after 25 years. This case is very shocking, and there are many important lessons from it that every US citizen and future immigrant should know. So, watch the video until the end because this information is crucial for your legal security. And yes, if you're visiting the US Visa NF channel for the first time, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you get notifications of all our new videos. First, let's understand what citizenship revocation is. When someone becomes an American citizen through naturalization, technically, the U.S. government has the authority to cancel that citizenship under specific conditions. This process is called denaturalization, but it's not as simple as it sounds. Denaturalization can only happen in certain specific circumstances, and the government has to go to court and prove that the citizenship was obtained fraudulently or that a serious crime was committed. The concept of denaturalization has existed in American immigration law for over a century, but it has become more prominent in recent years due to enhanced background check capabilities and increased scrutiny on immigration matters. The government takes this process very seriously because citizenship is considered one of the most valuable rights a person can have in the United States. Now, let's talk about the real case that made headlines. A person whose name wasn't publicly disclosed for privacy reasons had been living in the United States for 25 years. He obtained his citizenship in 1998 through the proper naturalization process. He had an American passport. He paid taxes. His children were born in America, and he was living a completely normal American life. But in 2023, the Department of Justice filed a case against him and alleged that he had provided false information in his citizenship application. This case shocked the entire immigrant community because it showed that even after decades of living as a citizen, your past can catch up with you if you weren't completely honest during the application process. The government's claim was that when he applied for citizenship, he had hidden some important facts about his past. Specifically, he didn't mention that he was associated with a militant organization in his home country and had some serious charges against him. When he filled out his N-400 form for citizenship, he didn't answer all the questions. Honestly, these questions are very clear, like, have you ever supported a terrorist organization? Have you ever had a criminal case against you? Have you ever lied to immigration officials? If these questions aren't answered correctly, it's considered fraud. The N-400 form is extremely detailed and asks about every aspect of your life, including your moral character, your affiliations, your criminal history, and your travel patterns. Every single question on this form is important, and answering any of them dishonestly can have severe consequences. In this case, the investigation went on for a long time. The FBI and Department of Homeland Security did a complete background check on this person. They obtained records from his home country, took witness statements, and verified documents. When they found out that this person had intentionally hidden information, they started denaturalization proceedings. The case went to court, and the judge looked at the government's evidence. The evidence was so strong that the court decided in favor of the government, and this person's citizenship was revoked. 25 years of legal residency ended in a moment. His American passport was canceled immediately. His status changed from citizen to deportable alien, and he faced the prospect of being sent back to a country he hadn't lived in for over 2 decades. This case isn't just one example. Hundreds of denaturalization cases are filed every year in the United States. During the Trump administration, a special task force was created called the Denaturalization Section that specifically targeted cases where citizenship fraud occurred. The Biden administration is also continuing this policy because it's a matter of national security. If someone hides terrorist links or serious criminal background and gets citizenship, it's a threat to the entire country. The government has invested millions of dollars in improving its ability to detect fraud in citizenship applications. They use advanced database systems, international cooperation with foreign governments, and sophisticated investigative techniques to uncover hidden information. Technology has made it much easier to verify information that applicants provide, and databases that were once disconnected are now integrated, making it nearly impossible to hide significant facts about your past. Now, the question arises, on what basis can citizenship be revoked? The first reason is material misrepresentation, meaning if you hid or lied about any important fact in your application. This can be even the smallest thing, like hiding a previous marriage, denying your criminal record, or fraud in your past employment history. Material misrepresentation doesn't just mean lying outright. It also includes omitting important information that could have affected the decision on your citizenship application. For example, if you failed to mention that you had been arrested in another country, even if the charges were dropped, that could be considered material misrepresentation. The key factor is whether the information, if known, would have affected the outcome of your application. The second reason is illegal procurement of citizenship, meaning if you weren't even eligible for citizenship but got it anyway. This could happen if someone obtained their green card through fraud and then used that fraudulent green card to apply for citizenship. The third reason is refusal to testify before Congress, meaning if you had to give testimony on national security matters before Congress and you refused within 10 years of naturalization. This provision is rarely used, but it exists for cases involving national security concerns. The fourth reason is joining a subversive organization within 5 years of naturalization, like a terrorist group or anti-government militant organization. This shows that you didn't have the required attachment to the principles of the U.S. Constitution when you took your citizenship oath. The fifth and most serious reason is dishonorable discharge from the military if you joined the military within 5 years after citizenship and were dishonorably discharged. This suggests that you obtained citizenship under false pretenses about your character and intentions. Among all these reasons, the most common reason is material misrepresentation. Many people think that hiding small things in the application is no big deal, but this is completely wrong thinking. USCIS does a complete background check on you, and if it's found out later that you hid something, your citizenship can be in danger, whether 10 years have passed or 25 years. There's no time limit in the law for denaturalization if fraud is proven. This is different from many other legal proceedings where there's a statute of limitations. With denaturalization, the clock never stops running if the citizenship was obtained through fraud. This means that even if you've been a citizen for 30, 40, or 50 years, if the government discovers that you lied on your application, they can still revoke your citizenship. Now, let's talk about what the consequences are if someone's citizenship is revoked. The first and biggest consequence is that the person loses their American citizenship. Their U.S. passport is canceled. If they're in the U.S., they have to face deportation proceedings. They can be sent back to the country they came from. If they don't have citizenship in that country, they can even become stateless, which is a very dangerous situation. Their bank accounts can be frozen, their property can be confiscated, and their family members are also affected. If their children are minors and were born in the U.S., they'll remain citizens, but one parent will be deported, which is emotionally and financially devastating. Imagine the trauma of a family being torn apart after building a life together for decades. Children who have only known America as their home suddenly face the reality of losing a parent to deportation. The financial consequences are also severe. Many people who face denaturalization have built businesses, bought homes, and invested in their American future. All of this can be lost. Their ability to work legally ends immediately. Their Social Security benefits are terminated, and they lose access to any government programs they may have been using. The legal fees alone for fighting a denaturalization case can run into hundreds of thousands of dollars, and there's no guarantee of success. Even if you win your case, the stress and uncertainty of going through the process can take years off your life. But don't panic hearing all this. If you obtained your citizenship honestly, if you wrote the truth in your application, if your background is clean, then you don't need to worry. Denaturalization only happens to people who intentionally committed fraud. The government has to provide clear and convincing evidence in court. This isn't a criminal case, it's a civil case. But the burden of proof is very high. If you made a mistake in your application, but it was an honest mistake, not intentional fraud, then you can defend yourself. The courts recognize that people can make innocent errors, especially when dealing with complex forms in a language that may not be their first language. What matters is intent. Did you intentionally lie or hide information? Or did you simply misunderstand a question or forget something that happened many years ago? If you ever receive a denaturalization notice, the first thing to do is hire a good immigration attorney who is experienced in this field. You'll have to defend yourself in court and prove that you didn't commit intentional fraud. You should have evidence, documents, and witnesses. This process is very lengthy and expensive, but if you're innocent, you can win. In many cases, people successfully defend themselves and save their citizenship. It's crucial to act immediately when you receive such a notice. Don't ignore it or hope it will go away. The government is serious about these cases, and they have significant resources to prosecute them. Your attorney will help you gather evidence, prepare your defense, and present your case in the most favorable light possible. Now, some practical tips that every U.S. citizen and future immigrant should remember. First thing, whenever you fill out any immigration form, whether it's for a green card or citizenship, always be completely honest. Answer every question truthfully, even if you think it might weaken your case. If you have any problem in your past, disclose it and explain it properly. If you try to hide it and it's discovered later, the consequences will be very serious. Immigration officers are trained to evaluate applications holistically. They understand that people make mistakes and have complicated paths. What they cannot tolerate is dishonesty. If you're unsure about how to answer a question, consult with an immigration attorney before submitting your application. It's better to delay your application and get it right than to submit something that could haunt you for the rest of your life. Second thing, keep all your documents safely. Your naturalization certificate, your old passports, your travel records, your tax returns. Keep everything in an organized manner because they can be useful at any time. Create both physical and digital copies of all important documents. Store them in a safe place where they won't be damaged or lost. These documents are your proof of your immigration journey, and they can be crucial evidence if you ever need to defend your status. Keep records of every interaction you have with immigration authorities, including dates, names of officers you spoke with, and copies of any correspondence. Third thing, if there's any major change in your life, like name change, address change, marriage, divorce, inform USCIS. Transparency is very important. The government needs to be able to contact you and verify your information at any time. Failing to update your information can be seen as an attempt to hide or as a sign that you're not taking your responsibilities seriously. Use the official USCIS forms to report changes and keep copies of everything you submit. Fourth thing, if you travel outside the US, maintain records. If you stay outside for a long time, questions can arise about whether you're taking your citizenship seriously or not. While citizens have more freedom to travel than green card holders, Extended absences can still raise questions about your attachment to the United States. Keep records of why you traveled, how long you were gone, and what you did while abroad. This is especially important if you're traveling to countries that might be considered sensitive or if you're going for extended periods. Fifth thing, file your taxes regularly and be a law-abiding citizen. If you get a criminal record, it can become a threat to your citizenship. Even though citizens have more protections than green card holders when it comes to criminal issues, certain serious crimes can still trigger denaturalization proceedings, especially if they reveal that you lied on your citizenship application. For example, if you're convicted of a crime that shows you were involved in illegal activity before you became a citizen but didn't disclose it, that could lead to denaturalization. This case teaches us that citizenship is a privilege that comes with responsibility. It's not something that once you get it, you don't have to worry about anything. You have to fulfill your duties, follow the rules, and be honest. American citizenship is one of the most powerful citizenships in the world, and many people understand its value. But if it's obtained through fraud, the government considers it a serious crime and takes action. The United States takes pride in being a nation of immigrants, but it also demands that those who join the American family do so honestly and with genuine intentions to become part of the society. The broader implications of cases like this extend beyond individual circumstances. They affect how immigrant communities view the citizenship process. They influence policy debates about immigration reform, and they highlight the importance of having clear, fair procedures for both granting and revoking citizenship. The balance between national security and individual rights is always delicate, and denaturalization cases sit right at that intersection. While the government has legitimate reasons to pursue cases of fraud, it's also important that the process is fair, that people have adequate opportunity to defend themselves, and that innocent mistakes don't result in life-altering consequences. So, folks, this was today's important information about citizenship revocation. I hope this video was helpful for you and you got a clear understanding of this topic. Remember, if you're honest and you obtained your citizenship properly, you don't need to worry. But if you're in your application process or handling any immigration matter, always prioritize honesty. And if needed, definitely consult with an experienced attorney. If you like this video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends and family members who are in America or planning to come here. Don't forget to subscribe to the US Visa ENF channel and press the bell icon so you get notifications of all our upcoming videos first. On this channel, we regularly bring you important information related to USA immigration, visas, and citizenship that can help you in your legal journey. We'll be waiting for your comments and questions in the comment section below the video. If you want a video on any specific topic, please let us know that too. So folks, see you in the next video with new and interesting information.